Hi everyone, so today's look is a very bright neon look. It's got a lot of neon matte eyeshadows. There's a few shimmers thrown in there just for some highlighting, but it's mostly matte colors. And so yeah, and then I have a very bright fun lip, a bright coral cheek. And so yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm going to be using the Sleek Acid palette in this tutorial. Just a little bit of the Sleek Chaos, but I'm only taking the neutrals from here, so any neutrals will do. If you don't have the Sleek Acid, because I know it's not sold in the US, you could try to find it elsewhere. Sleek Chaos will also work in this instance if you want to order from Sleek Makeup, because it's got almost the same palette, just very different tones. Chaos is definitely more earthy compared to the Acid. The Acid is not FDA approved. And then I took the Sleek primer palette, but I took very basic primer colors, so if you have anything else you can easily follow along. So I hope that you enjoy this tutorial, and yeah, just something very tropical and fun and fresh for spring. So I hope you enjoy the tutorial, and thanks so much for watching. So for the eyes, I've already taken the 100% pure organic coffee bean caffeine eye cream, and then I took the All Natural Face Magic Vegan eyeshadow primer. I placed that all over my lids up to the brow bone and a little underneath the eye. So it will be my under eye concealer as well as in kind of like a foundation base for under the eyes and an eyeliner base. So now I'm going to be taking this Sleek primer palette. And I'm not sure if this palette is still available, but the primer palette's basically all just cream eyeshadows. And I do get all my Sleek from swaps. Everything has been sent to me in a swap. But I will be linking down below in the bottom bar Sleek Cosmetics website. And you can go ahead and check that out. So I'm going to be taking this peach shade right here. And I'm going to take it up on this styling tool 777, and we're just going to pat that all over the eyes, just to be more hygienic. I don't like sticking my finger in these little pots, and it just kind of messes up my nails and stuff and messes up my makeup, so I don't like that. I'm just going to pat this. I did not need to double dip, a little goes a long way. I just patted that peach cream eyeshadow all over the lids. So now for the crease, I'm just going to take this styling tool 781. I'm going to go into Sleek's primer palette again. I'm going to go into Daredevil, and that's that really pretty brown color. I'm just going to blend this out with this pencil brush in the crease. It's not going to really create a harsh line because it's just a cream shadow. It's just going to blend out on its own. So I'm just going to use circular motions. That and this brush is really kind of a bold, rounded, pencil-y brush, not like a stiff liner brush or anything, so it'll just blend out quite nicely. And I'll just take my finger and pat that down. Now I'm going to be taking the Sleek Acid palette, which this palette is not available in the USA. You could probably try to order it from eBay. It's just this really pretty acidic palette. Once again, this was sent to me in a swap, so I did not get it on eBay. I don't know an eBay seller who will sell you the genuine article. I've had problems with eBay. I don't like to order on eBay. Anything that would be similar though, because I personally order from the site regardless of shipping and not do the eBay, and that's my opinion, unless you know somebody who's going to give it to you and you've worked with that seller before. But Chaos has some similarities only because of this like electric blue down here and a yellow, but it's definitely much more earthy. But the good thing about the Chaos palette is you do have a lot of bronze transition colors, things that you could definitely get a lot of use out of for a really pretty complete makeup look. This white, this black. So I would go with the Chaos if you can't get the Acid. But for this look, I'm going to be taking the Acid because I'm pretty sure I've used the Sunset and the Chaos in previous tutorials. So for this tutorial, I will be taking the Acid. And I'm going to go ahead and use this really acidic, lovely yellow color. And I'm going to go in with the concealer brush F70 from Sigma. It's a face brush, but it'll work for eyes too. And I'm just going to go into this pretty yellow color, and I'm going to stamp this color all over that peach base. And the reason why this is not available in the US is because the FDA has not approved neon mattes for the eyelids. But you can get matte neon pigments at MAC, even though I don't personally like to buy from MAC because they have third-party testing. You can get mattes from various indie brand companies or TKB Trading or anything like that. I'm just going to stamp this in the inner portion of the lid into the center. I'm going to be taking this really pretty acidic green color right here. And I think the palettes now are no longer in this waffle design, and I don't think, I mean, they have names now, I think. At least for the newer palettes. I'm not positive about this palette particularly. I'm just going to take this green color and stamp this from the center of the lid to the back. Now, in order to sort of transition this color, I'm going to go into this Chaos palette. If you're working with this palette versus the Acid palette, I'm going to take, or you could take this yellow for the inner portion instead of the Acid yellow. You could take this olive green for the outer portion instead of this acid green. That one's probably the closest unless you want turquoise. But for the crease, I'm taking this peachy shade right in here, and I'm popping this on with a Sigma medium angled shading brush E70 to kind of shade out the crease. So basically all I did was place this in the outer portion of the eyelid, or sorry, the outer portion of the crease. I want the majority of the color saturation or payoff, whatever you want to call it, to be in this outer bit. And then I'm just going to pull it through. Now for the, to kind of make it a bit darker, I'm taking this brown shade that's right next to that peach. So, wait. Yeah. This brown shade that's next to the peach. And we're just going to place this in the outer portion of the crease and kind of darken up the transition color a bit. I'm just going to be taking this Too Faced Nude Scene eyeshadow. It's a shimmery peach. It doesn't have a lot of shimmer payoff. It'll just give the brow bone like a nice quick finish and a little bit of a glow. So I'm just going to be taking a Sephora Airbrush Concealer Brush in 57. I'm just going to use this to sort of blend out the crease. I don't like this brush for concealer because it really gets stuck in these little HD hairs, because all my concealers are so creamy. Kind of more into concealer pencils right now, and I just blend those out with my finger anyway. So I'm just going to blend this out. I think this is a nice contour brush if you really want a chiseled contour, or you really need to do some major blending or erasing like I am here in this arch. I'm just going to blend that out. And I'm just going to be taking this sort of bright, pretty blue. It's one of the few shimmers in the Acid palette. So I'm just going to take a little bit of that color, and I'm going to go in the very outer corner of the eye. I'm just going to pull that along in the outer corner. Kind of zhuzh it in, kind of play with the outer corner, doing a bit of a V. And then for the very, very outer corner, I'm just going to kind of matte this up and do a little bit of this black. And it seems to me that a black always comes with these sleek palettes, which is fine if you like black. If you don't, then meh. So I'm just going to place this in the outer corner of the eye and sort of pull that black in to sort of smoke it out a little bit. Kind of stamp it along so it doesn't look all like smudgy or skid across the lid. And kind of pull it into the crease in the outer corner. So it's almost like doing like a double outer V. The first outer V was in the blue, and we did that on the lid, and then this is going into the crease and the lid. I'm just going to take this Sigma brush, and it's the E40. And we're just going to blend out the crease a little bit. I just don't want it to be harsh, I guess. I just want it to be well blended. You could always do a cut crease if you like. It's up to you. And I'm just going to blend that out and then remove any fallout with a Yes to Blueberries, which I found again thanks to a lovely subscriber on Facebook. And blend off all that extra eyeshadow. Now for the upper lash line, I'm going to take the Tarte MultiplEYE Lash Enhancing Liquid Eyeliner, and we're going to go across the upper lash line. I'm going to start in the middle. I'm going to pull it way up. And I'm just going to go very finely into the center of the lash line and pull it in. Going thinner when we go in. And then for my tight line, I took Too Faced Perfect Eyes Waterproof Eyeliner in black. And for the inner tear duct and the waterline, I took Urban Decay's 24/7 Glide On Shadow, not Glide On Shadow Pencil, sorry, 24/7 eyeliner in Yeyo. For the lower lash line, I took Urban Decay's Graffiti, and that is lined right underneath Yeyo, and none in the inner tear duct, blah blah blah, because that's going to make it not pop as much. Now for the lower lash line, I'm going to place a little bit more of this really pretty electric green, and I'm going to take this up on Face Secrets Concealer Liner. This is from Sally's. It's synthetic. And I'm just going to stamp this along the lower lash line, right on top of Graffiti, and these powders just, I don't want them to fall off, so that's why I placed the eyeliner down as a base. For the outer corner, I'm going to add some depth because it just looks kind of funny to me. I'm going to add a little bit of black. I'm sorry if this mirror keeps kind of hitting you. It's kind of one thing I hate about compacts. I'm just going to take this black and place it on the lower lash line. This is really why I try not to buy products with mirrors. If there's something has a mirror in it, it kind of has a points off award for me. Just for tutorial sake. For this look, I'm going to take a pair of the Ardell Double Ups, and these are number 202. These are a little pricier than some eyelashes, but they're now selling them at Sally's, which is great because there's a lot of deals at Sally's, like buy two, get one free, buy this, whatever, get a glue, whatever. So check these out at Sally's. I got these at Walgreens, but sometimes there's deals at Walgreens too. So I like these because they're short, but they're thick. They're double ups. So 2-in-1, and I'm going to go ahead and put these on. I'm going to be taking the Tarte Amazonian Clay Blush and Tipsy, and I'm just going to put that on. I just kind of dabbed into it, not a lot. There's like very little on the brush. So it's very pigmented. For any skin tone, it's pigmented. This is a very vivid orange. I think it's getting featured at some Sephora's right now because it's like the color of the year. You know, tangerine is the color of the year. So I'm just gonna put actually quite a bit of that on just to look very flushed, but not so much that I look like a swatch board for blush. For my highlight, I'm gonna be taking a little bit of Nude eyeshadow, and we're just going to place a little bit of that. I just picked up a little bit of that in the corner of the brush, and we're just going to stroke this onto the face. And I tend to use the same brush for my blush, bronzer, and highlight, so it kind of goes on very smoothly and it's all kind of harmonious, so there's no harsh lines. I'm going to be taking, or sorry, I already took the Jordana Easy Liner for Lips, retractable pencil in Tawny. I line my lips in Filament. It's a really beautiful nude. And then for my lips, I'm going to be taking Wet n Wild's Mega Stay in Pinker Bell. This is number 968. It's a gorgeous matte to bright pink. And for lip gloss, I'm going to be taking a little bit of Too Faced's Glamour Gloss, and this is in Pillow Talk. And it is nude, but it'll be sheer enough for it to just kind of go over and create a gloss. So thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you like this look. This is very different from what I've done in a while. If you don't think it's different, oops, but I hope you enjoyed anyways. So thanks so much for watching, and have a good day.